Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Duels with our Angel Control subscriber deck. This one was submitted to us by Gregory Dernbach, so thank you very much for the deck. Remember, if you do want your deck to be featured in a future episode, then be sure to send me your deck list either in the comment section below, via email, or on Twitter. Either is fine with me. Quick little bit of admin before we start, won't take too long. The tournament is going very well. Thank you guys for making it go smoothly. However, some of you haven't finished your matches yet, and I just want to remind you that you have until Sunday midnight at GMT to finish your matches. Otherwise, you could risk not getting the points that you hoped for. Anyway, guys, let's get into the game, shall we? I'll see you there. Alright, we're in. Our hand is full of removal. Which is pretty much the deck in a nutshell. Yeah, can't see why this is any worse of a hand than another one we might get. Our opponent is running black zombies. Okay. Alrighty then, we want to get rid of this Crypt Breaker as soon as possible because that is card advantage later down the line. And a murder will help with that, but we'll probably want to Gideon's Reproach it because we won't be putting any creatures in its way, so he's likely to try getting some attacks here and there. I'll allow him to continue. He does hit his blue. So it's blue-black zombies and it's well underway. And he's going to get in for one. Our opponent, by the way, is ranked 21 called Pierre Kjarzga. I'm sorry, I'm not going to try. I'll leave that one well alone. Thank you very much. Let's... We don't have a turn 4 play, so I might just play the basics for now, just so we can hold up Gideon's Reproach as well. So we'll play a plains and we'll pass the turn. Oops. So if he plays a thing in the ice, alright, not what I expected. He's also running white, so I'm a little less concerned about this Crypt Breaker because it seems he's not all in zombies. So I'll just leave it alive. I'm sure there's far worse. We can deal with the thing in the ice later. It's not much of an issue right now. I think what we want to do, though, is... How many cards are we at? 7? Yeah, let's read the bones now. Actually, no, we can Liliana and kill his Crypt Breaker that way, and then we can start ticking that up. We're not going to get hasted out by anything, so we might as well... Yeah, next turn we could read the bones, just keep our hand full, because there's no reason to remove the thing in the ice right now, since it is just a 0-4 at this point in time. Beautiful. If we hit Declaration in stone, then our opponent's in a bit of trouble as well, because he's going to lose both of them. We get a 2-for-1 that way. We get an Isolate Chapel. Okay. Well, we're going to tick up Liliana, because there aren't a great deal of creatures in the deck. So I probably only want to minus Liliana when there's already one in the graveyard for me to grab. Let's read the bones. Let's try and find that Declaration in stone. We find another Anguished Unmaking and a Planar Outburst. I'll take both of them, actually. And we might as well play the Shambling Vent now. Yeah, with the Planar Outburst we can just get rid of all of these... thing in the ices anyway. Liliana's keeping him from playing little creatures, because little creatures will just straight up die. Okay, he's not going to play anything, which plays very well into my hands, because I'm just going to keep plussing Liliana. Once she hits 7, I'm more than happy to ultimate her. So we'll play an Isolated Chapel and we'll leave up all of our removal. There's no point doing the Shambling Vent, because that just taps us out for 2 life, and our life total's not in any danger right now. So, what's our opponent got? Dark Salvation. He's going to put 2 zombies onto the battlefield. Okay. Yup. Well, we're just going to Planar Outburst and plus Liliana again. That'll clear his clear his board of 4 different things, so it's a 4 for 1 in a nutshell. Ooh, and an Obnixilis. Oh, you are done, son. You are done. So we'll get Liliana up to 7. Play Plains and just Planar Outburst. Keep Liliana safe. And pass the turn over. It's whether or not we want to get greedy with Liliana and plus her again. Because we could get Anguish Unmaking. Whereas if we ultimate her, we've still got Obnixilis as a Planeswalker to give us loads of card advantage. But we'll be getting like 2 zombies a turn bare minimum off of her ultimate. Which is there if you want to read it. So I think our opponent's pretty much dead. And I think we are going to go on the ultimate Liliana plan. Yeah, because if we get Anguished Unmaking, then it's just be so sad. Or even, well actually, Imprisoning the Moon wouldn't be too bad, because we could just Anguished Unmaking, then Ultimate Liliana. So you ain't got a great deal of options. Any sort of lockdown for a Planeswalker that doesn't remove it can be removed by us anyway. So I think our opponent is just dead. Pure and simple. I mean, not right now. He's got a couple of turns, but our zombie army is going to build up and build up and build up. So, not much you can do. And it doesn't cost us anything to have the army grow. I wonder if our opponent's very upset with us right now. Or if... Because I'm starting to think he's not deep in the think tank right now. I think he's trying to time us out because he's realised that we're going to win. Because he was very active in the past couple of turns, but now I've wiped his board, he's doing absolutely nothing. So he's going to quickly realise that I'm not leaving, mostly because I'm recording this. Yep, he's timing us out. There he goes. Well, we're going to ultimate Liliana. If he continues to do this, I'll just cut out for the best bits. Ultimate Liliana. Let's get some zombies on our end step. Play a Swamp, play an Obnixilis. Draw an extra card for the turn. Declaration in Stone, more removal. Removal for days. So we're going to get 2 zombies here. There you are. And we'll see if our opponent is trying to time us out again. If he is a griefer, there's his name. Just so you can avoid him in the future. Because this isn't fun for anyone. And he could quite as easily just concede if he's that upset about losing this game. This is kind of why I don't like the ranking system, because apparently people's ranks are so desperately important to them that they have to ruin the fun. But there you go. I couldn't care less about what my rank is. Alright, I'll just I'll cut out any dead air and we'll just play the match as it is. Alright, he's timed out his turn again. And he's been replaced by AI, so he's finally disconnected. Yeah, he was trying to grief us, and I wasn't having any of it. There you go. Right, let's get a Shambling Vent. Let's try to close this game out as quickly as possible. Boop. +1 on Obnixilis. Let's fill our hand with more removal. And swing in for 6. See if the AI is more willing to play a fair game with us. Alright, and we'll just pass the turn over. We'll gain 4 zombies. Now we'll be closing the game out fast. Unless we see a Languish here or something like that. Yeah, I get a fair few of these people these days. It's always I was just thinking to myself while I was replying to comments funnily enough. Yeah, it's always a good sign for a control deck when the first game you ever play with it makes someone rage quit into idling. So I should have really anguished on making that, which I'll do now. There we go. We lose 3 life, but he loses his Jace. And then we murder him some more. He's tapped out pretty much, so I'm just going to activate both my shambling vents. Get in for a lot more damage. There we are. Make up the life lost with the anguished unmaking. 16 damage, and that's lethal. Like to say good game, opponent, but the AI was nicer. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next game. Alright, we're in. We're on the draw. We have both of our colours and a lot of double blacks. If we don't hit a double black, we're pretty useless. But I think I'll go with it anyway. Our opponent is rank 25, called I'm Cool. And he's playing red. This looks like red deck wins. Wonderful. We have actually a quite creature-based focus, so we should be alright, perhaps. Oh, I'm so glad to have finally won a game. This week I've had the worst luck with Magic. On top of losing the first round of the tournament, every single game I've played this week, I have lost. And that's no exaggeration. I have literally lost. Partially down to variance in some cases as well. It's about 7 games in a row I've lost. And, you know, I don't really care about winning, but when you lose that much, it just really grinds on you. So it's very nice to finally sink a win in. So hopefully we can sink another one. Hopefully the worst of my luck is gone. Alright, we get a Blessed Alliance. I think I might just use this to gain 4 life. Since this is a red deck, we want to preserve our life total as much as possible. And if we get a black source, then we can Liliana. Molten Vortex. Okay. If he uses some sort of pump spell on this, I might even consider making him sack it. Nope. Okay. I'll hold on to the Blessed Alliance. I don't think I need to use it right now. Be a bit wasteful if I later find out that I need it. And for example, you might want to Liliana away the Goblin Arsenalist. So we can blast that. We might see a burn spell here, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised. The ping's probably going to go to Liliana, and then he could potentially discard 2 lands to kill the Liliana, but then he's dead in his hand, so I like that situation also. That would be worth it for me on a Liliana standpoint. Point it at her face, that'd be pretty cool. So then I can Blessed Alliance and neglect all of the burn that you've been doing. It's going to go to Liliana. Okay. Well, that's our turn. Is he going to discard some lands to burn away our Liliana? He's thinking about it. It's a Twin Bolt. Okay. Liliana is down to 1. If he does have a land in hand for the Molten Vortex, then there's nothing we can do to save her on our next turn anyway. But he's down to 3 cards, and we are still very much full of removal in our hands, so we are right where we need to be. Yeah, it looks like Liliana's going to bite the dust here. There we are. It's mono red. Guarantee that now. Play another mountain, and looks like he has nothing left to do. We get a Shambling Vent. It's a shame, because otherwise we could have had a Kalatas down, and that amount of life gain could have sealed the deal for us. I think we want to read the bones though, since we've got nothing better to do, and it's the most mana efficient play. Fleshbag? No, I think we can do better than a Fleshbag. We get a Grasp and a Bruner. It's not necessarily better. But a grasp is essentially a flesh bag, just on a less hard-casted standpoint. So we're at 13. We have 4 life gain in hand, so we can keep that in mind, just as long as we get a chance to use it. He's passing the turn. Alright. I wonder if they're both lands in his hand. Well, if they are, we'll play Kalatas. He'll burn it away, and then we can Mortuary Mire it back. So we'll see. That was me buzzing, by the way, so don't worry. And then pass the turn. Put this on silent. It's very unprofessional of me. I apologise. Right. Collective Defiance, 4 damage to a creature, 3 damage to our face. Maybe discard his hand as well. No, just a 4 and 3. Okay. Well, we get to Kalatas, get our Kalatas back with the Mortuary Mire. Make some use of it. A Plains sucks arse, but what can you do? He's tapped out though, so we get to do a little attack in with a Shambling Vent. Any amount of life gain can really hurt a burn or aggro deck, so best make the most of this free bit of life gain while we still can. There we go. He's down to 18. We're up to 12. What's he got for us? Being Kieran. Okay. That is technically some burn. We could languish away that though. I'm potentially thinking about doing that. We do have the Kalatas. Thing is, he could. No, he doesn't have the mana right now. Not right now to do it. We're 2 lands off Bruna, but we don't have anything to grab with her. I'd rather wait for the Gisela before we did any of that. Let's see. We could Shambling Vent and blow him out with a Grasp, perhaps. But I think that's wasteful. I think also the Languish is a bit wasteful. Let's just throw Kalatas out there, I think. Stops him attacking with the Pier and Kieran. And he might want to hold back his tokens in order to block Kalatas. He was lifelink. He's pretty much undoing all of his work at this point in time. What's he got? Yeah, we're on a knife's edge in terms of life gain at the moment. It's a Collective Defiance again. That's the last one. But it does mean he can get rid of the Kalatas and do 3 more damage to us. Alright, I'm just going to Grasp of Darkness his Pier and Kieran so he can't get any use out of it. Also negate some damage. You could pause it all you want, there's nothing you can do about it. So we're taking 2 this turn. I'd like the Bruna down now, because the 7 toughness is something he can't burn away, and it's a blocker for his tokens. So to get that out soon is pretty nice. A Linvala, oh my god, that is an absolute nut draw. Beautiful. Gain 5 life, get a 3/3. Back up to 12 with a decent air game. The Token Angel isn't very safe, but I think the Linvala is pretty safe, short of a Lightning Axe, which means he's going to 2-for-1 our Linvala. And Bruna officially would have a target then to bring them both back. Goblin Glory Chaser. Alright, we do want to block that though, because we don't want it to have Menace. We'd be in a lot of trouble if it did. Alright. What's he gonna do? Still, but not by no means off the hook here. But I think having a virtual 16 life with the Blessed Alliance and a stabilized board, a somewhat stabilized board anyway, is pretty nice. Planar Outburst. Not bad. Not bad. Right, what do we want to do? I feel like leaving back Linvala and just attacking with token, because he clearly had something, and I think he's hoping for me to double block with the... for him to double block the Linvala to burn it away. That's my suspicion. So I believe him. So I'm just going to go with the 3/3 Angel. Still a bit of damage. We still have a decent blocker. Okay, he's just going to block with one. I don't see why. But okay. And we'll just leave up all of our mana for all of our removal. Here we go, this is the reason why. Galvanic Bombardment kills our token. That's 2 damage. Yeah, I figured he probably has something much worse than that though, to take out the Linvala. So I'd rather have her protect me for the time being. Alright, he's going to get in. Coming in with both. He is. Smart choice. I'm expecting combat tricks, but I have some of my own. So let's just block his Glory Chaser. He has to do 4 damage here. He technically has to do a little bit more because I'm going to remove that Glory Chaser. Yeah, best doing this, aren't I? He's clearly got combat tricks up his sleeve to deal the rest of the damage to us. So I'll just remove it. He doesn't get to scry as well. He's really hoping to trade there, I can tell. Isolated Chapel. Now I really couldn't care less about losing the Linvala, because I get to get her back for 5 life. So let's... oh, I should have activated the Shambling Vent there. My bad. Yeah, well, it means we have more modes for the Blessed Alliance, I suppose. Which can untap the Shambling Vent and the Linvala. And gain us 4 life and make him sacrifice a creature. I believe we can do all of those things. Yes, we can. 6 mana total. And since this is a land, it can untap itself. Is he gonna get in? He is. Only with 1 creature though, so we don't need all the modes of the Blessed Alliance. I think I might as well just get it out the way. Let's gain 4 life and make him sack it. We'll gain 4, thank you very much, and you'll sacrifice an attacking creature. And then we're 5 damage per turn in the air, and there's not a great deal I can do about that. Galvanic Bombardment, that's 3 damage. If you do this, you're going to lose, because I'm going to Bruner it back. And gain 5 more life. He's gonna do this. Okay. We're going back up to 15. And then we're gonna go... actually, we're higher than we need to be now. Damn it! That was a problem. Well, we can Shambling Vent him anyway. Or should we just throw it out there? Yeah, let's just throw it out there. There's not much you can do about 2 angels with over 5 toughness. Coming from a burn deck. There we go. That's 10 virtual 12 damage on the board. So he's dead the turn after this. Yep. He got nothing. You've got an extra draw, sir. Exquisite Firecraft, probably to our face. Yep. Alright. He needs to be able to do 13 damage on his next turn. Otherwise, he's dead. We unfortunately have no way of pumping our creatures to win right now, but what can you do? Bruner also has Vigilance as well, so hasty creatures aren't going to help him. In fact, nothing's really going to help him because we've got the Anguished Unmaking, so that's just going to be it. One card in hand, has to do 13 damage, or remove the board. Nope, that won't do it. You can by all means hit me with it though. No, I get the feeling he doesn't even want to do that. Come on, attack me. There you go. Alright, that's going to be game. Oh, it feels so good to win again. It's been all week. Alright. Get in for the attack. Attack with all. And we win. Beautiful. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today, so be sure to leave a like if you've enjoyed the content. If you've loved the content and haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more. And if you're not quite sure, stay for the end card, see the rest of the content we've got to offer, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.